Oh, that seems like inappropriate crab behavior. C in the B. Hey friends, welcome to episode 71 of Dub Life. Can you believe it? 71! And I'm in the arcade this morning. It's going to be an interesting video, I think. I hope you'll find it interesting. It's a Wednesday, starting a little earlier than recently, as I got something to do tonight that I think you'll enjoy. I am behind on getting things open and put away. I kind of stay that way right now. I think a lot of us do. There's just so many things. So some of the things I want to do in this video, I got a bunch of Mythic Legions that you've seen me order. I've got them all open. I gave them a fig bath on Monday, got their joints loosened up. Now I'm going to pick the accessories I want to display them with and get them displayed in the toy room. And then we got an event tonight. I got some hot toys that have come in to show you. And then it is my mom's birthday tomorrow. The next day I'll be going home to see her. So that's what we have in store. But I wanted to start in the arcade. The arcade was a lot of fun when we had everybody over a couple episodes ago. And I really hope everybody had a good time here. I know I did. So I wanted to start here, show the arcade a little love. But let's go check out some Legions. Here you go. You see I got them all there. Actually, I have quite a lot of stuff here. So I've got some pictures I'm bringing home. I got my mom some of these picture frames and pictures for her birthday. I also sent her some flowers and some chocolate-covered strawberries. The Kevin Nash stuff that we got signed in the last episode, I'm waiting. Hopefully tomorrow. I ordered from Ringside Collectibles some cases for these. One is for me. One is for Andrew. His birthday was just a couple days ago. And that is also that signed Stephen Amell comic that you saw me get for him several episodes ago. He will also get this retro one. That comic we bought at the Weird Store. I need to hang that. I'll probably do that here today. And then here's all the Legions. I'll kind of quickly pan over, show you what we have. Lots of Goblins, a few Orcs, lots of Ogres, Elves, Dark Elf, Shadow Elf, and some Dwarves. All of these kind of reminiscent of The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, elves and dwarves and ogres and trolls. I need to get some trolls. So these are the things that I will be putting up somewhere in the toy room. But that will happen at lunch break. I have got to get going with the work day, and I will check in with you at lunch. Lunchtime, I did want to show you, if you remember last episode, we went to Food Lion and we bought some vegetables. Let me show you what I turned it into. So this is what is left. I actually made in a great big wok. I made one chicken breast and then all those vegetables into a huge pot of stir fry that this is the third time I have eaten it. Probably the last. This will be my lunch. So I made 3 big meals, which is nice. So you've got onions and carrots and peppers and mushrooms and broccoli and chicken all in there with some various sauces. If you follow me on Instagram, bigdubsqueeze, I did a little cooking show that night that I made all that up. So I'm going to eat this and then let's get some Legions on a shelf. Lunch break, after lunch in the toy room. I'm not really having a lighting issue. I have them unplugged because I've had some situations. That's not for today. And you see I still got stuff to open that just keeps piling up. But this is the little shelf where I just had random things. Like my light was up. Some lights were up there that I'd use for pictures. I just moved the stuff down there. But here are the ogres. So I think Kurzog is his name. And then the other 3 are ogre builders, Legion builders, which are a great value. I think they're 35 bucks at retail. And they're huge. And I'm using all the pieces. So this one I've got double wielding the axe and like the mace thing. And you see I have his lighter kind of cuffs on versus the more armored ones. And then he has the mace and he has the axe. And then Kurzog has the tall mace. I think that's all the stuff they come with. And I think those look good. These are actually the things that got me back into Mythic Legions, just because I can think of a lot of different things to do with these guys. Have them fight Thor, have them fight Hulk, things like that. I used to have about 20 Mythic Legions. I had a lot of the birds and a crocodile, a dragon. I had some of the Masters of the Universe ones. I had I think Adamon, which was the He-Man one, and Keltus maybe was the name of it, but the Skeletor one. But as you know, or a lot of you know, I traded those with Josh in a good trade. And but then when they showed these guys, I wanted to see them in hand, but if they looked as good as I thought they would, I knew those are the things that would get me back into it, because I love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. That's my very favorite fandom. So things that remind me of that versus like the Motu or the other animals or the knights that I'm not too into, these really work well. So there are the ogres. Hopefully there's enough space on this little shelf for all this stuff. We have added the orcs. So that's Queen Urkza, I think is her name. And 2 orc, I think that's the Orc Legion Builder 2, the female orcs. And then this is Purplor. See how cool he is. He is one of the Motu Masters of the Universe He-Man inspired figures. He would be Panthro if I had the that head on him. The panther head, and then you can put like this neck piece on him for the panther head, but I'm going to leave him as an orc. I need to get more orcs. Unfortunately, when I stopped collecting them for a while, I missed a bunch of orcs, and they're now expensive, so I don't know that I'll ever get them. I am a bit frustrated with how flimsy the ankles, legs are on the females, which seems to be on almost any female 6-inch scale figure you get. They're hard to get to stand up. I need to get stands for them, but there you go. Now we got ogres and orcs. Here we are again. We've added 4 goblins. I have 8 goblins, so I got to put some more in there. This is the Bog Goblin. I think that's the first one that was made. This is Thump, the big hammer. Snag, he's got like this bone saw thing. That's kind of cool. And Noglin, who is the Goblin King. I've got him with like a scimitar. And I think I'll put the other 4 goblins there and kind of have all of this assembled, and then like the elves and the dwarves on either side. I think it's starting to look pretty good. It is not easy to get them to stay stood up, though. That is frustrating me. It's really the 3 female figures just knock everything else over. Frustrating me right now. Hey, you know, rub it. Hope you're enjoying this. And there's not been a lot of toys in a lot of Double Life, so I'm trying to show you some toys before we get wet and wild, you know. A little bit of rearranging. I put the Noglin, the king, in the middle. This is a Goblin Legion Builder, as is that one. I got him all armored up. You see he's got the cool skulls on the axes, the skeletons, skulls. So he's dual wielding that. That one is unarmored and dual wielding the swords. His name is Nubnik. See, he's got a bone axe and a mace. And then the other one I haven't put up, his name is Thwick. He's got a crossbow, but I wanted to show you that cool shield that I have on his back. And I put the horns on him, so he'll go right there. So pretty cool. Goblins, orcs, ogres, with the king in the middle. Papa, I love it when you call me Big Papa. I got the dwarves. Jurand Runeshaper, I think it's his name. Ragna Stormforger. Torrand Redfin. And Edward. Edward is a custom head sculpt that Josh gave me. And that's a Dwarf Legion Builder 2, I think. Maybe 3. And they're the dwarves. I need a lot more dwarves, and they're expensive, so I may not ever get them. They are like the orcs, whereas the goblins, ogres, and elves, I think I have all of them that I want. But the orcs and the dwarves, I'm missing some, and they're too expensive. It's starting to come together, now I gotta get the elves. I decided to leave this side for the regular elves, and I put the shadow elves, and she may be a frost elf or something different, over here by the dwarves. So in the back, that's an elf warrior. Got him with like this scythe axe and shield. That's an shadow elf ranger. Her name is Thalin Frostbow. I do not know if she's a shadow elf. She's obviously a different color scheme than the other shadow elves. She may be like a frost elf. I think she's a relatively new. Josh gave me her. And then Malachi Cinderhorn, like the king of the shadow elves. He has so many cool accessories. That sword was awesome. He has a cool axe that's shaded like that. But there are the darker elves on that side. One more stop to go. All right, the final stop, we've got an elf Legion builder. Josh gave me that as well. An elf ranger. That's Artemis with the big kind of crown, horns, and the fairy wings. Silver Cord, I think is her last name. I don't remember what her first name is. Kind of that. She may be a queen. I'm not sure. She looks like she has a little crown. And then Lord Adon is the elf king. And I'll pull back and just show you. So there's more space there than anywhere else. It looks good. I think it looks good. I'm not confident that it's going to not all fall down or a bunch of it fall down because, again, they're just not the world's most stable things, and I need to get stands for them. But I think that's a good temporary solution. I wanted to get them up and displayed and then figure out where to put them. Back to the table, much cleaner. We talked about that. That's for Mom. That's for Mom. That's all for Victoria. So, you know, one of the things that I've done recently is we get these pictures at conventions where you pay to get a selfie, and what ends up happening is you just leave them on your phone. So I've decided to start printing these things out. In fact, only one of those is paid. But printing them out so that you can have them like these. These are the ones where they print for you, which are, you know, you pay a lot more for. But I went to Walgreens, printed them out. I printed out things that Victoria had. I cut off Nick Zano's face a little bit. Sean Gunn, the mocap for Rocket. I think maybe Gilmore Girls or one of the shows is why she looks him. AJ Michalka, the Moonshiners. That's Dan Doherty, who does all of our commissions, or a lot of our commissions. And I got some more upstairs I'll show you. And then this is the last two Christmases, these family portraits at Sheely's, which you've seen, I think, both times on Double Life. And then over here we got the things, figures open. So this Fantastic 480 was what we picked up at the Weird Antique Store. First appearance of Tamazuma. I have no idea who it is, but I got it for next to nothing. I'll put that on the wall tomorrow because I'm running out of time. I think I already showed you this, the Big Thor from Endgame Figure Arts, the two Kevin Nash signatures, and then these are the 4 Hot Toys I had. Neon Tech War Machine, Armored Thanos, finally Justice League Superman, and then the Aquaman movie, Aquaman. Funny that those came on the same day, even though I've had the Justice League Aquaman for a long time. Probably tomorrow I'll try to open these guys up and show them to you, at least the 4 Hot Toys. And but I've got to move on. I do want to show you one other set of pictures, and then we got to fast forward. This one is upstairs, but I wanted to show you what I was talking about. So that was at Bubba Fest. Got the picture with the New Age Outlaws. That was just last week with Kevin Nash. That's with Rob Paulson, the voice of Raphael from the Animated Turtles. And then that is with Cam Clark, the voice of Leonardo. We didn't actually pay for that. He asked to take that picture with us. Both of those from Atlanta Comic-Con. So you have these on your phone, and you never look at them. Whereas I have all this other random stuff that I've gotten where you get prints. So I was like, I'm going to stop being stupid and print myself. And I don't like it. But I got to get back to work. I took a little longer on lunch break than I wanted to. The next stop will be in the car for a concert. And we're on our way to have some fun. We're going to go see The Cleaner. I lick your bum bum now. Now rub it. Now squeeze it. Hey, super free, super free, super freaky. Let mercy come and wash away what I've done. I'm only pretty sure that I can't take anymore. Before you take a swing, touch me now. I close my eyes. You know that I have had diarrhea. Oh, premium entry. Yes, premium entry. Where am I? Mercedes-Benz Falcon Stadium, Georgia World Congress Center, where Atlanta Comic-Con was, and where I'm going, the State Farm Arena. But the gates aren't open yet for the event, so I'm taking a little walk. I'm going to go into the CNN Center, I think, and kill some time, which is really not that hard to see either. That's it right there. Pretty easy. All this big complex of stuff is connected to each other. And like just right through there, beyond the CNN Center, would be like where the aquarium is and the Hall of Fame and Ferris wheel and all that. And so here we go. As we walk down here to the bottom of the hill, that's Centennial Olympic Park, which you see all the time in my videos. The aquarium's just over there. This is the park we walked across for David's birthday. And now we're down in the city. There's the Ferris wheel. And this is the Lobby Hotel connected to the CNN Center, connected to Phillips Arena. Fun times. And indoors, CNN Center. It's cold outside. I didn't bring a coat. Got my cleaner shirt on because we're going to see All Elite Wrestling tonight in the State Farm Arena, former Phillips Arena, where the Hawks play. And Cody Rhodes is fighting in a cage against Wardlow. But most importantly, Kenny the Cleaner Omega is fighting in Hangman Page against the Lucha Bros. It's going to be good. The Bucks. Never seen any of these or a lot of these folks in person, so I'm excited for that. I did have a private entrance into the arena where I parked in the Diamond parking, which was actually like $12 to add it onto the ticket, so I did that. But I probably won't use it because the gates don't open for another 30 minutes. I'm not going to walk back there just to use that when there's entrances all over. So, should be fun. Here's a Conan O'Brien dolphin. And now we're inside the atrium of the CNN Center. I don't know that I've ever shown you this on a Dub Life before. Maybe during Dragon Con. That's the CNN store. We got these entrances blocked. You got to go in a different way. Cartoon Network stuff. Back in the day, this is where WCW was for a while, I think, somewhere in this building. But I've got about 30 minutes to kill. I'm gonna drink my energy drink. I got a little protein bar action. Find somewhere to chill. It's a cool building though. This one is so good. Maple glazed donut, 1 bar. It's actually pretty busy in here. Lots of people in wrestling shirts. Lots of people waiting like me. I could go to Chick-fil-A though. That tempts me. Well, I gave in to temptation. Oh baby, just look at the deliciousness that is the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Oh, got him on the booty. The 1 bar was good, but well, so much better. The gates just opened. 2 huge lines to get into. Way down there's the main entrance. I think I'm actually going to walk back and use my private entrance. It's now misting a little bit. There's another entrance. World Congress Center. That's also, I don't think this was on a Dub Life. I don't even know if this is on a video, but Victoria and I saw an intimate evening with Norman Reedus and Jeffrey D. Morgan, Daryl, and Negan. Was in that building. It's a couple years ago. I don't know that I was doing Dub Life at the time. I mean, I have pictures and video, but I don't know that I ever put it on YouTube. You can see people are in the arena. Now, this is the Hawks Arena. I think I mentioned that. So, when I walked down, I walked all the way down. I showed you the Olympic Park, which is now covered in that fog and mist. And I came back into the CNN Center, but I could also exit right there, right across from where I was sitting. I just skipped that earlier so I could have a nice little walk and take in the city. And then the parking was actually kind of hard for me to find on the way down. It took me probably 15 minutes longer than it should have because it's underneath this whole complex, like all of this. There's a bunch of premium parking. So I'm just gonna walk back that way. That way I can get the full experience, and next time I come to a concert or Hawks game or something here, I'll know whether that's the way to do it. You can see the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where the Falcons play where the Super Bowl was. Not this most recent one, but last year. The LEDs have lit up. There's an elevator there where I go down. I could just go in that entrance too, but I'm gonna use my private one. I paid whatever, I paid $14. Getting off the elevator, like I told you, my car is just right down there. And right there, private entrance. Hooray! I'm not sure that this is an entrance that you normally get to use. So A, it was the right choice to come in the private entrance, and B, that's a view. So I came in right through there, down the stairs, and I was immediately in on the floor of the arena. So that's definitely not an entrance normally. That's why it said players only at some point. But I'm on the floor, this is my seat. 4th row, number 10, right at the ring. Well, this should be quite a thing here. All right, they're not playing music, so I'm just gonna pan around, look at the arena. There's cool. It's got like the retired jerseys, Pistol Pete, Dominique, what's up, those 10 Turner. This is actually a really nice arena. I miss having my season tickets. I need to get season tickets to the Hawks again. And I haven't, this is the first time I've been here. They renovated it. And it used to be called Phillips Arena since State Farm had the naming rights. I think, so we're on the floor where the basketball court would be. I think they have like a barber shop somewhere. Maybe that's up there. And they have like a club down on the floor level you can get to also. But my season tickets used to be right there. The 3rd row, right above that Sprite club level. You see they have the upper deck closed off, which means they... well, that's for the camera, probably. That upper deck is open. That's funny. They got a Monday Night Raw that's here in a few weeks at All Elite. That's funny. All right, I'll talk to you when the show begins. I lied. I'm going to sneak over here and look. Oh, there's a ring. I don't know why I didn't show you before, but there's the steel cage. The first AEW steel cage match is tonight. Yeah, the cleaner. It ain't. That's Cody in the steel cage match. That's exciting. I keep thinking I'll be done, but I keep seeing stuff. So that's my seat, 10. I am on the hard camera side. Those are the hard cameras. So whenever they do anything, they're going to face us. But it'll be harder to see me on TV. Those people are easier to see on TV because of our camera, but they'll be all the handheld cameras. So I think from here there's a good chance, but the action is facing us, which I think is more important than being on TV. I've been on TV a time or two, you know. Hey, brother. No, put it about.
Thank you, and enjoy the show.
AEW Dark. So that's their YouTube show. It's about to start. Hey! But it's 30 minutes from the TNT show starting.
Elite Wrestling!
Rub it now. Yeah, rub it. Put it in the mouth.
Alright, we can't throw this party without this man. Please welcome Excalibur! The mood is about to change.
Yeah. Yes, we like that.
Please welcome the human suplex machine.
Yeah, baby.
Look at Luke.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live around the world with Dynamite in 1 minute.
Almost got him in the action right there.
We're going live in 7, 6, 5.
Yeah, the box.
Madness in the ring. Oh. Give it to him.
Where you at, Chucky?
Yeah, right over here toward us. Yeah. Yes. Oh. He's in every corner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta get that action.
Get him, Nick.
Oh, dear.
Come on, man. You can do it.
Oh, my. That's a very little dude. Yeah. Luchasaurus. Oh, so much for you. Stay on over there and hug it. Wrap the old Johnson around the ropes there, yep.
this has been tremendous. But we about to get the cleaner.
This is awesome.
All-time journey. I'm talking about, can you make a might be better than 7? This match is nasty. This is nasty. This is just slap booty nasty right here. Filthy.
Yes, yes. Here we go.
I wish I was calling.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event this evening is a steel cage match.
Best night ever, guys. Yeah. Best fucking night ever.
That's a big old dude.
From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 267 pounds.
I need you to do me a favor, Atlanta. I don't ask for a lot of favors, but we have 3 very good dark matches. Will you guys stay around? If you'll indulge me real quick, let's please give a round of applause to these cameramen and women, this wonderful production crew. To everybody who works at Seaport Marina, from security to the vendors, thank you guys all very, very much. I want to tell you the shortest story and then we'll get dark started. It's about 200 yards away. It's a street called Baker Street, and it is the exact spot. It is the exact spot I fell in love with wrestling. I'm going to tell you why. I came to a show, I couldn't have been 8 years old. And I knew that my dad was famous, but I really didn't know why. I didn't grow up in his prime. I didn't get to see a lot of the classics. I didn't get to see you break his leg. Hey. I didn't get to see it. And I came to the show, and at the end of the night on Baker Street is where the fans will gather, right by where the boys and girls go out. And Sting went out. And you guys gave it such a great reception. And I didn't think anything. And I went to step out myself to go to, my dad's truck. And he put his hand across my chest. And he said, "Never steal another man's pop." And I didn't know what he meant. And when he walked out in that parking lot, all of you cheered so loud for my dad. And I didn't know I wanted to be a wrestler, but I knew I want to be famous like he is. And when I got into wrestling at 15, when I debuted in 2007, you guys were pretty hard on me. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate being hard on me. It made me come back week after week after week. And somebody asked me earlier, are you going to jump off that cage in my hometown? You bet your ass!
Welcome home! Welcome home! Welcome home! Welcome home! Welcome home!
Now we're in the home of Turner and Warner Media. Yeah. They've extended Dynamite for 3 more years. So we owe it to all of them to give them the best show possible. And the last thing I'm going to say is quite simple. I guarantee you we will be back in Atlanta.
Trying to get the selfie with the mouth. Got the fake leg. Get him with the leg.
See the table? Look!
Let that rotten bastard through the thing.
That was so dope.
He's accompanied by legendary Golden Horseman member Colleen Blanchard. Weighing 227 pounds, is the self-proclaimed chairman of AEW. Sean Spears.
Pardon me, I said.
And the natural Justin Bruce.
Dude, I will never not do AEW. Yeah, 100%. I'm always here too. Yeah, more. I'm always more. He doesn't hate it, he loves it. Yeah, dude. Just that down. That's crazy. There he is. This is like old. There he is. Good job.
Yeah, we like it, yeah.
Yeah, get her Dustin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. 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 Oh, doodle crown.
Yeah.
Now he's ready.
Yeah, get him, Dustin.
Brandon's shirt? Who wants Brandon's shirt? All right, take off your shirt, your pants, your shoes. Take it all off.
Take it all off, yeah! In the nude!
No.
No, no. What's happened exactly?
All right, this is a special shirt. It is American Art Month. This shirt, the proceeds went to the American Art Association.
I'm in the home. It took me like 40 seconds to get to the car. My phone died right at the end there when they were doing their final speeches. And then he and Dustin and Orange Cassidy and Brandy and Tony Schiavone all like stayed by the ringside. And you got to walk up and shake their hand and talk to them. And it was awesome. You just come say hello, take a picture, whatever. My phone died, so I didn't get a picture. But that was all right. It was better to just enjoy the moment. That is the best live show, at least from a TV side, that I've ever been to. I mean, I've been to WrestleMania, but I had so much fun at the show, and it was just me. At WrestleMania, I had Drew and Steve with me, so it's different. Like, if I had them with them, this may have been my most fun wrestling show I've ever been to. It was incredible. So many great spots. That, no doubt, the Omega Hangman Page versus the Lucha Bros, that was the best match I've ever seen live, no doubt. And that spot from Cody off the top of the cage, which MJF was running behind me, and I was picturing his butt with the camera, and then I looked up and saw Cody do his spot, and I didn't get the camera up in time. So I'm going to put it here. That spot was incredible. Absolutely incredible to see live. The whole show, just tremendous. I probably am leaving quite a bit of footage in for you to enjoy it, especially the stuff that wouldn't have aired on TV. I know some of you may not be into wrestling and skip ahead, and that's fine. But again, Dub Life, we go do what Dub does, and that's what Dub did tonight on a Wednesday night. I had a great time. I'm so glad. I didn't decide to go until today, actually. That the seats I was in opened up this morning at list price. Maybe they added a row. We were sitting right by Brandy Rhodes' parents, right beside us. Showed a couple times. They were very sweet, talked to us, very nice. Just a tremendous show. Several really strong matches. And I got to see Kenny Omega, who is, who I think is the best wrestler in the world. Probably my current favorite wrestler. Either he or Adam Cole. I love the Undisputed Era, but I love the Elite also, and I love being the Elite on YouTube. And I just think Omega's fabulous, and he's very funny. So that was great. And I got to see Dustin, my all-time favorite wrestler, Gold Dust. Got to see him wrestle, and Cody's awesome. He got a huge pop. Just a really fun show. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's version of Dub Life. I got to drive home, and we'll pick it up and do some more tomorrow. Talk to you in the morning. Good morning. That was quite a bit of wrestling, I know. I appreciate those of you who stuck with it. I thought it was really fun, really good. I hope you enjoyed some of that. If you fast forwarded or if you turned off the video, you're not even listening to me. But I really had a nice time there, and I wish more people would support AEW because it's really good. It was a great show, lots of fun, and a fun thing to do. So we've got today and tomorrow left in this video. Today, we're going to look at these hot toys. I am going to open them up for you. I may go to Papa Jack's later for dinner. I'm kind of feeling that. I think I'm just going to have a salad for lunch, but I'm feeling that for dinner. And I have a package. I have taken the tape off the package. Are you ready? What do you think this will be? Oh. And a whole lot of Triple H's. And a rock. And some cases. Whoops. So these are the cases for the autograph figures. I'll put them in a second. But I did order 20 SH Figure Arts Triple H figures from Ringside Collectibles because they had them for $3 each. You saw I ordered 5 of them when they were like $5.99 each at Christmas. I gave one to Drew, one to Steve, one to David. The Rock was $6. And David wanted that, so I picked that up for him. I still have 2 from Christmas, so now I have 22 Triple HSH Figure Arts that I've paid a grand total of $70 for, the price of one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those, but an SH Figure Arts body that you could put soft goods on and a different head or whatever for $3? I don't know. So look at all this. Let me put these cases on. So there are the cases. They work well. So they hold it really nice. It's got a hang tab. If you're an inbox wrestling collector, ringside, there you see ringside collectibles. I think wrestlingfigures.com is the URL. See, I've got the JSA certificate for the authentication of the signature. That one's for Drew for his birthday. I'm gonna bring that to him tomorrow, hopefully. And that one I'm gonna hang up on my wall here in just a second. So they also make the style where the Elite has like this cross here. I think that's the older Elite packaging. I don't remember. They have lots of different ones that they make on ringside. So those look really good. Gonna get these items on the wall. I'm gonna show you this again because a lot of people have asked, even though I've shown it a few times, how I hang my slabs. So these are command strips. Just buy them at Walmart or Amazon, whatever. I use the, these are called, I think they're the small. If you have 4 of them, it'll hold 4 pounds, so each one holds a pound. I use 2 of them. The slab doesn't quite weigh a pound, but I use 2 just to be safe. And I put them in each corner. Let me show you. There you go, that's just how I do mine. It's almost like Velcro. You align the 2 pieces and it sticks together. And then you just peel off the strips, wherever I put them. Oh, I'm lost right there. Press to the back, I hold it for 30 seconds, and then you peel the other sides off. You see I've got them halfway off. Very easy. And then you press that in the wall, kind of hold it for 30 seconds, and it'll stay there. And then you can pull it off, and the back side will stay, and you could press it back on, move them around, whatever you want to do. And then it's easy enough to just get underneath that and pull the whole thing off. And no damage to your wall, easy to hang. And there it is, right there. Easy peasy. I don't think I have any other, that one's pretty new, but I've probably shown you that. I don't think I have any other new additions. I haven't been picking up slabs much recently. I need to rearrange it. I don't know, do I have another Fantastic Four slab? Maybe one other? I don't think I do. So that's cool up there. I like the cover. And there you go. Let's go hang Diesel. Oh, I'm standing on the couch in the arcade, and this is where I have my other signed figures. Those are properly graded. I won't get this one properly graded. But you see, I just put a clear thumbtack in there and hung it up right by this Turtles book, and it looks good. I won't get it graded because it came a little damaged. I bought it from Amazon. I don't have any in the box, but I don't need it graded because these have a little more memory, even though that has a good memory doing it with David and Damien. So maybe one day I will, because I don't really care about the grade. I just want it preserved. But these cases are easy to preserve it, so it's fairly simple. There you see it behind me. That's so hard to do. There, it's over there with the other figures. And I will check in with you at lunch break. All right, it's about to be lunch break. I'm gonna make a salad here, but I did want to show you this picture because it is Mom's birthday. And I put a little collage together, put on Facebook. The top one is Mom and I in Las Vegas at the Mob Museum. You've got on the middle row to the left, that's Mom and I at Mother's Day this past year, getting crab boil. After that is Mom and I in Vegas at the Blue Man Group. Then it's Mom and I getting Low Country Bowl in Myrtle Beach. Then Mom and I when the Seafood Shack was closed this November in Myrtle Beach. That was actually Calabash. The bottom left, Mom and I dancing at Steve's wedding. Beside that, Mom and I on the plane to Vegas we took a few years ago. Beside that, Mom and I in Wilmington, North Carolina 4 years ago, something like that. And then the bottom right, Mom and I Gravy in Calabash, North Carolina. So happy birthday, Mom. If you happen to watch this, I don't think you will, but happy birthday, Mom. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. I sent her some flowers that I think have arrived and some chocolate-covered strawberries that should arrive at some point today. And then we'll have some dinner tomorrow. So happy birthday to my mother. Let's have a salad. There's actually not really anything exciting about this. I mean, it's just a big bowl of salad mix that I'm not honestly very thrilled to be eating. But I thought it was ironic, maybe. I don't know what the right word is. That the dressing I'm going to use is the Olive Garden signature Italian. I can't stay away from the OG. I'm putting it on the salad. Now I'm eating it. The OG. I just thought that was funny. You might appreciate that that's the dressing I'm choosing to use. That's actually pretty good. So I'm going to eat this, finish the work day, then we'll open up those hot toys. I'll show you those 4 hot toys, probably just here at the kitchen table. I may just do it as one continuous opening, and then Papa Jack's. So that's what the rest of this day holds. And maybe a little, ooh, everybody shake it. Stand up. I don't see you. Give it a little shake. Bowser, give it a little shake. Look. A little shake. Give it to us. Almost quitting time. Yes, I did want you to know that I heard from Josh and Coco and Riley and Parker and the package from last episode that got complicated. It arrived safely and everybody loved their prices. Hooray! Now let's look at my prices. All right, let's do some unboxing. Hot Toys unboxing. I don't think I've just sat and like properly unboxed in quite some time because it's it makes you take longer, but got a little bit of time. I want to open these, show you a little bit of them, and then I'll probably show you in more detail with the handheld camera. Then I'm going to call my mom for her birthday, and then we'll go to Jack. So let's get it going. I think I'm going to start right here with the Neon Tech War Machine. Kind of know what to expect from this figure, so we will start there. Usually these die-cast figures slide off. This one has a... Oh, it slides. This is the new style. It's like a VHS tape, kind of. A little bit, though those usually were from Bob. But it used to be where this piece would be in an upper and a lower compartment, and you slided it out. Got to that piece, slided it in. I don't know what I'm talking about. And separate it. Sideshow exclusive. Box is about what you expect. The normal die-cast styrofoam box where the figure in the hands will be in here, and behind it will be the all the parts and pieces. I'll take that off first and show you. And in fact, this looks like only the stand and a gun and the batteries and the ammo for the gun. I will not be putting the batteries in that right now. And you see that the instructions came out. So let's get the big boy out. All right. Limited amount of stuff, but that's often with these neon tech ones, there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff. So they're completely wrapped in plastic. He's very, very heavy because he's the big, a big war machine, like the Infinity War machine, I think. Looks really nice. So you can see he's got a lot of protections. He's got foam in all his joints to keep it from scratching. So we got to take all of that out. Oh, fell out on my action. Which are pretty easy. You just kind of move the joints around, and I've obviously have enough Iron Man Hot Toys that I kind of am used to this. But the first time you get a die-cast Iron Man, War Machine, whatever, Hot Toy, it's quite a fun experience because, in my opinion, there is no figure in the entire collecting world that's an articulated figure that is as nice as these. So you see, I pretty much know what I'm doing now. I can get these out without much issue. I used to always rip the foam and leave them in pieces that I had to like dig in there. Actually, on the boots, it's just more of like a felt material versus like the foam inserts. I think that's it. All right. So I love the orange and black color scheme. That's why I have it. I already have the mini one, but I haven't opened any of those mini ones yet. He has the guns already equipped on his forearms, and you put the other gun there. Let me see what hands he has. He's good and sturdy, he ain't going anywhere. Like the die-cast figures, they hold up well. Got all this stuff now. So he just has open, like repulsor hands. I'll show you that. Yep, repulsor hands. And then he has hands that look like repulsor hands, but they will be articulated fingers, so you can put it in whatever pose you want. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the fists on it. I end up putting these on it a lot, the articulated finger hands. But with him, like double wielding the machine guns, I think the fists are good. And I think I will put his machine gun on him as well. Let me get that out. So again, these Neon Tech, which, you know, I don't think the very first Neon Tech Iron Man was popular and a lot of people wanted it. But I think since then, a lot of people have not been purchasing these for whatever reason. I think it's cool to have them all, especially when you put a black light on it. I won't use the base. He doesn't need the base. It's the same base that comes with all of them. And again, I'm not gonna take the time to put all of the batteries in. There's the base. Pretty straightforward. But I will. Oh. So there's the gun. It actually has a little like single round of a weapon. I wonder if that comes out of his, I guess I could read the instructions. And there's the bullets. I'm curious as to where I'm supposed to put this single bullet. Let me read the instructions and take a gander. You should always read instructions. Like, I'll look at them with these other figures, although most of these I'll probably be familiar enough with. I'm certainly very familiar with Iron Man, but before you just start playing around with the hot toy, you can break them. You don't want to do that when you spent that much money on a figure, so I would recommend at least kind of thumbing through instructions to see where the tricks are, especially if you're going to do some significantly dynamic poses. Shoulder mounted weapons. Oh, push down. Oh yeah, I remember this. I think they're already in there. Move Big T out of the way. Push down the indicated part of the right shoulder to reveal the mini missile launcher. Oh yes. Like this. That pops up, I think, right? Yeah. I bet this is where the the bullet that I just found goes. That one doesn't want to pop for me. But you see how like that popped up beside his head? Let's see. There we go. And yeah, there you go. Like that. I'd imagine that this bullet fits right in there. And then it shoots out, but I don't know why you need that. Man, I do not have him in a steady position at the moment because I was messing with him. Let's see what else he's got. Push down the indicated part of the left shoulder to reveal the rocket launcher. Pull up the rocket launcher and flip up the parts as indicated. The rocket can be inserted into the... All right, so that's where it goes. Not a way I'm going to use it, I don't think. You put the bullets into the equipment and you can throw them into his back. All right, normal War Machine procedures for everything, if you have a War Machine. So on his back, there will be a slot where you can slot in the armor carriage, whatever you call it, the strip of ammo. Oh, I'm ripping up the instructions. Oh no, I just devalued it from 15 cents. Stupid tapes. Got me in my pickle, I can't get it back in there. You know, hot pants, chicken, and all of that stuff. All right, so let me get the box put back away, get him set up, and we'll move to the next figure. There you go, War Machine set up, cleared out that box. You can see how the gun attaches with the bullet casing and such. We will leave him there. And we will move to Superman. So Superman was easily the oldest item I had pre-ordered. I think this was pre-ordered in the summer of 2017 and it just arrived spring, almost, late winter, 2020. Nearly 3 years. Justice League Superman, it's the only one that they have not released yet. They've released both versions of the Batman. There was a regular and a tactical suit, I think. I believe that's right. everything else did that. It's running together. They released Wonder Woman, which was a great figure. The Aquaman, I thought, was a great figure. The Flash is a good figure. No Superman. They never solicited Cyborg. Iron Geek 37 is making his own Cyborg. I'd recommend looking at that, though they've been sold out. I did not order one, and I should have. It was a mistake. I should have ordered one. So this was a really old pre-order, finally fulfilled. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't have a lot of Superman hot toys. I just have a couple. I think I have the Man of Steel Superman, and I have the Christopher Reeve Superman, and that's it. So I think this one will look good. I liked Henry Cavill as Superman. I wish that he would continue. I don't think he is. I know that I may be in the minority of that, but he's such a good actor, and I thought he did a good job. I need to get the Batman vs Superman hot toy Superman. So he immediately comes with a lot of stuff, and there's batteries, which intrigues me. I wonder if he has a. I wonder if his eyes. He maybe looks like he has demon face eyes. And again, I'll show you close-ups on the final way I display these once I get them there. So nothing underneath him. He has his cape tucked through. It's one clamshell. There is the hands in this outer clamshell. Each hot toy is a little bit different with how they are packaged, depending on what they come with. Sometimes there's multiple trays, similar to Mezco. Mezco's like that too. Sometimes the only thing underneath is a stand. In this case, it's just the hands. So he doesn't come with a lot of stuff. Hands and him. But sometimes that's what happens when it comes with an extra licensed head. So, again, similar, just not as excessive as with the War Machine. He's got this foam underneath his arms that comes out to protect the suit. It's just trying to protect against rubbing. Then he has plastic on his head, plastic on his fists. Those are all pretty easy to remove. The ones on the feet are a little harder. He actually has plastic underneath his cape to prevent rubbing, and probably so that if these sit in packaging for a long time, waiting to be sold, they don't end up potentially dyeing fabrics, which I've never had a problem with, but I know sometimes that can happen with certain fabrics where if they just touch for too long, they dye. Like if you go look at certain old wrestling figures, I think some of the Jax figures, places where there was fabric or masks, if they were new in the package for years and years, which, you know, toy manufacturers nowadays are doing things like that to prevent things from happening. But back then weren't really doing things like that to think somebody's going to keep this in package forever and ever. He looks really good. The dyes may rub wrong, and I think even to this day, certain Mattel WWE figures, the mask on the face or something, if you take it off, it'll be all nasty. So there he is. He looks really good. Really good. I'll give you a better close-up later. Suit's very nice, very muscular. I like this figure a lot. I like it quite a bit. The head sculpt is phenomenal. But what I was going to say is the licensing, probably one of the most expensive parts of a figure. Because not just paying for the license to the actors, but all of the paint work, sculpt work, all of that. You know, it can be reused on other versions of that person, but not a lot. So when you get something like this that has 2 licensed head sculpts, this one, if you remember in the movie when he was kind of sinister, when they brought him back to life, which is 100% the head sculpt I'm going to be using. And I wonder if this uses batteries. I don't see how it would, though. I have to read the instructions. But this is like the red eyes. We using that one. And then comes with the Justice League bases are humongous. I'm not using any of them, I don't think. Maybe one. They're huge. Now, if they had released all of them and not without Cyborg, it'd look cool having them all in a row like that. The other 5, I guess, would look cool having them all in a row like that. I ain't using it. And that's how you can use his flight stand and arm, all that jazz. But again, that stand takes up, like, you can only put one other thing at a Detolf with it. So I'm not doing it. Let me read the instructions. I'm curious what the batteries have to be to make that head light up. They have to be, right? But I don't know where, unless actually, I'll just take this head off. Well, that doesn't look like a battery compartment in there either. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's, I don't think that base lights up. If you know in the comments, go ahead and tell me, even though I won't read it for 2 weeks. Because I'm curious, maybe you already know. I have missed it if those light up. I hope they light up. I just don't know where in there you put batteries. Justice League Superman, see, much less instructions for this, because he has so much engineering in those die-cast figures, pieces that have to move out of the way. This is a pretty straightforward how you articulate it. It's not terribly confusing. Head movement, interchangeable head, and LED light up function. Detach regular head sculpt and attach LED light up head sculpt. Then remove indicated head sculpt for battery box as shown. How? I mean, it does specifically tell me to detach this one first and then plug this one in. Okay? Then remove the indicated head sculpt. Oh, then it just slides right up. There it is. Amazing. I will put the batteries in this. Let me do it. I'll get him set up with the light up feature, and then we'll move forward. Here we go. Batteries in. I want to show you this Tekton Tekton. It's this little screwdriver set. I'm sure I got it on Amazon. I think it's like a specifically for computer repairs. It has so many different heads, all types of shapes. It's been very handy. I use this a lot. Hot Toys are smart technology, working on the computer, things like that. I recommend having one of these if you're going to collect Hot Toys, because you always need a bunch of different little screwdrivers, and the tools they give you, like with the Iron Man figures, that ain't what you're looking for. All right, so it was really simple. You just unscrew the top, put the batteries in, and look at how bright. Hopefully this will come through on the camera. I mean, that's got to be coming through on the camera. That's tremendous. Very bright. And the switch is just here. It's really easy to switch on and off. I gave him his left hand like, ah, what have you done? And the right hand getting ready to punch. So let's look at the finished product here. Oh, now that's outstanding. So that's why it doesn't come with a lot of accessories, because that is tremendous. I love this figure. I'm glad to get more DC stuff. I like DC. I've always liked DC more than Marvel, and I know that the MCU made Marvel the most popular thing in the world, and that's awesome. Those movies are awesome. But I've always liked DC so much, so I'm really glad to get some nice DC stuff today. That looks great. That looks great. I'll give you another close-up later. I'm going to turn it off for now, and we will move to Aquaman to keep the DC love going. He's another, I'm not going to use that big Justice League stand. I can't do it. He'll be fine standing on his own. And the Detolf is Kate, by the way. Very nice. Very nice. It's a great Superman figure, I think. It's great. All right, I needed to speed this along, so I fast forwarded a little bit. I have got open the Aquaman movie figure. Quick story about this. I wasn't going to buy it. I had the Justice League version pre-ordered, and then the movie came out. I really enjoyed the movie. I had a great time. And then at the end, where he comes out in this suit, I couldn't resist it. I actually pre-ordered it in the credits right there. I was sitting with Victoria. I think Steve was with us. I'm like, I got to have it. That suit is so cool. And this hot toy came out really nice. Really nice. I love the way that the suit material looks. The scales. It's got so much attention to detail on his gloves. They almost look like work gloves, if that makes sense, like that you'd be in the garden with. A little package situation going on there. He comes with fist hands, open hands, and gripping hands. Oh, stay up, buddy. The gripping hands for this really nice trident. I wish it was metal. I've talked about Asmus. When I open Asmus collectibles, they have metal, like sword stuff for their Lord of the Rings. This is like a hard plastic, but it looks great. I'll give you a close-up on all that later, of course. And then, like I've talked about already, I don't use stands on my Hot Toys hardly anymore because I don't have space, but this stand is great. It's like this water effect where he's coming out of the water. this is probably part of why I decided to buy it. So I'm going to have to pose him in that. And we're going to work on that right now a little bit. So I think that I'm going to have one of his hands be like the... Actually, should I have him like this? I think one of the problems with that will be I don't think I want to leave his arms crossed like that for too terribly long. So I think I'm going to have his right hand be gripping the trident, I believe is what I will do. See if there's some flexibility. Yep. So it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Also, Asmus, usually their things come apart, so you can slide them in. Hot Toys do not, so you have to be very careful when getting that lined up. So let me pop off his hand. Also, I forgot to mention before, they come with extra ball joints, basically. Every Hot Toy that at least uses those joints. I guess that's the right term. Ball joints, yeah, I think that's right. I would like to see Hot Toys move to completely seamless. We've seen, I think, with Mezco, the 89 Batman seems to be teasing that it's going to be completely seamless, and that's intriguing. So let's see here. I can put this away. Don't need that anymore. I imagine his instructions are basically just here's how not to mess up the suit, and here's how to use the flight stand. Since there's not much challenging about it. Again, not a ton of accessories with this one. I think the head sculpt is probably very similar, just repainted of the Justice League one, if not identical, but it looks really good. Just like Momoa. Which Momoa is a very unique person. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Chickenbottom. To look like. So let's see. I think, so with these, they have that little piece you take off. Then you can slide this on. These also have a tightening screw that sometimes you don't really have to do anything with. With him, I probably won't. But you can tighten it if you want to have them in a really dynamic pose. I really just want the water effect, so I don't really care. Actually, let's see. So also there's felt on the inside of these rings, so that you don't hurt your figure. So I need to bring it up some. Put it down too low, too slow. I'm taking too long. Touch it. All right. So something like that. And then you can have him like, you know, like he's kind of shooting out of the water, maybe. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. With that, it's got him pretty good. I know you're just looking at his butt, but I'm not. Now, one of the challenges is going to be that this is really tall. Really tall. It's going to be about the height of the detolf. I may even not be able to have it kind of straight up and down. So, try to be careful there. There we go. I'll have that kind of coming out of the water as well. He does not grip that very well. I wonder if I'm supposed to use the other one. But that's what I want. No, that's what I want. But that he does not grip that very well. So something like that, where he's just kind of coming out of the water, I think is cool. Fit that foot up. We'll fix that a little bit more before we put it upstairs. But there you go. There is Aquaman from the movie. I like it quite a bit. Even if you look at the back where you were looking at his butt when I was setting that up, you just see how like he's got kind of the soaked hair a little bit, two tones. I think that's cool. All right, Aquaman, we will slide over here. And let's get to Big T, Big Dion himself. Big T Thanos. I know probably one that a lot of people are the most anxious to see. This is the armored Thanos from Endgame. Hot Toys, and it's not just Hot Toys. Hasbro does this with Marvel Legends. I mean, Mezco does this to a way, but they're not making MCU figures much. They've made some Ragnarok and some Far From Home. They're not really making Avengers. But they show us a version, they put up for pre-order, and then there's a new version. And so I know right now everybody's excited for the battle damage Thanos that has the nano gauntlet on, the correct gauntlet. And I get it. Like, I understand why everybody's excited about that. And people are canceling this pre-order, which you had to have put like $40 non-refundable down. I'm not going to waste my $40. You can just sell this right when you get it, especially if you get it relatively early. You know, toy companies do that because I don't think Disney tells them what all is going to happen in the movie. We know that with Hasbro. We know that they did not know that the events of Endgame with Iron Man and everything else. That's why we did not have a battle. In fact, do we have a battle-damaged Iron Man from the end of that movie doing the snap anywhere? I don't think we have anything yet. Iron Studios has a statue coming. I know a lot of people have pre-orders, but I don't think there's a Marvel Legend at all. So that's, you know, they don't. Wow. So, you know, there's only so much they can do when they're not told the information, and they need to have product out, because if you look right now, new product come out for Endgame right now is not nearly going to be as popular as it was when the movie was out, because the Marvel bust has kind of happened. So anyway, let's look at Big T. Very anticipated figure for me. If I decide I'll get the battle damage, I'll get that too. He has a lot going on. This will be one that has 2 trays, I'm sure. Yep, he's got his big situation. Oh, hot pants. Oh, it's just a stand. A very big stand, but it's just a stand. For him, I will use a stand because he's so big and he'll be up on the top of a shelf. I don't think I have any space on top of a DTOF, but he'll be on top of a shelf, definitely. So I do need to use this stand just to help protect him. That is a much nicer stand. It's still plastic, and I wish it was not so kind of hollow, but it looks a lot nicer, and it's a lot smaller than the previous Thanos stand from Infinity War, which was just way too big. Huge triangle, I think it was, or like a pentagon maybe. I think this is also a pentagon, different kind of shaped pentagon. But, oh, that's nice. Snaps right into place. Pretty nice stand. Pretty nice stand. He is very heavy. He actually came in his shipping box, is what I call the suitcase shipping box, where it has a handle on it. And that's only for basically Hulk and Thanos. So on top here, we've got his blade, which we will definitely be using and posing him with. Oh, that looks very nice. I wonder if that separates. It looks like it might separate. Very, very cool. Very detailed. And let's see what else he's got in there. It's very heavy. So even the plastics that he's packaged in is quite sturdy. So yeah, as you can see, an entire plastic sheet on top of him, protecting him. All right, so he's got a bunch of hands, and the hands are all sitting on this fabric. There are batteries. That's going to be for the Infinity Gauntlet. We've already got that set up on the Infinity War Thanos, so I won't be using that gauntlet again because he doesn't really have it. Now, if they had had like the damaged one, Farmer Thanos one, that one I would use, but I'm not. So his hands are big, really big. He's got various, that's like a kind of this hand, then he has like that hand. That's to hold the blade hand. So he's got 8 total pairs of hands as well as fists. He has a closed Infinity Gauntlet arm. That's probably a complete reuse from Infinity War. And the open with articulated fingers. So you could have him do the snap from the first one. Infinity Gauntlet hand. We won't be using either of those or putting batteries on them. Helmet we will definitely be using. That's very nice. And then he has, let me just get the big one out. Come on out, big one. He is laying entirely in foam, as well as, wowee, this is nice. So instead of foam or plastics under his shoes, he has this, I don't even know what you would call this. It almost just feels like garbage bag, piece, like it's that material. And I do not see its, oh, it's not even, it doesn't even have a seam. You have to pull it over the shoe or take the whole shoe off, which is not a thing I will be doing. My luck, I'll take the shoe off and never get it back on. But again, you see how they do such a nice job of protecting these from the things that could happen in shipping or if they're sitting in the box. Oh, I ripped that little piece of garbage bag, which is really fine. I'm not going to resell this guy or anything, I don't think. So, and I don't think that's the thing that's going to drive the value up anyway. You know, put it in the mouth. So, oh, it's stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, it's so clingy. Can't get that mess off my fingers. All right. He has the same material under his wrists. Let's just take this off. So that's like his stoic face. You probably can't see that. Look at it more. And he has the grrr face to go. The helmet probably works with both of them. I think if I'm going to have him holding the blade, I may need the grrr face. But I like the stoic face. I actually think I may go with the stoic face. Make him more subdued. I wonder if... Well, it will sit up there like he does in the movie where he's sitting down. That's not the way I'm going to have him displayed, but it's cool that it does it. All right, so I need to get the rest of this awkward tissue paper stuff off of him and then get him set up on his base, and we'll take one final look. All right, got all this stuff off. Interesting, I think you can fully take the armor off. You look at this, it's magnetic to his arm. These can slide off. Probably not the, actually, maybe the torso piece. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder if it's the full old Thanos just armored. I don't know. Interesting though. So I have him here. I want to give him his blade. I looked in the instructions. It does not separate. I just took the hand off. There are kind of the same, if you're familiar with the first Hot Toys Thanos, it has these like ratchet joints in the arm, which help it support the weight of the other things. You don't necessarily want to leave them terribly open for a long period of time, I don't think. So what I want to do is just, first of all, just get this in there. This side, right? Yeah. So I'll actually do it without the hand on there. So the hand is somewhat pliable. You know, it's not the loosest material in the world, but you can certainly get it around. It does not, I mean, even though there's a seam there, I don't think it comes off. I mean, the instructions just basically said, put it in the hand. And it's not, it doesn't feel brittle at all. So I think it's gonna be easy. Maybe if I start down at the low end and work it, you know, work it and twerk it, that kind of thing. Maybe not? No? Well, now we're having difficulty. I guess I should have done this one off camera too. How's everybody's day going? I know this has been a weird dub life because you're getting lots of one type of thing. So you had lots of wrestling. I'm having difficulties. And you had lots of toys. And lots of toys again. I'm doing very poorly at this. That's what I need. It's hard to do both at the same time. Get his, because it is certainly flexible, but the challenge is, there we go, that's what we needed to do, I believe, is getting it flexible and getting it in that little hole that is not terribly accessible. There we go. Now we're talking. Hopefully I don't have an issue putting his arm back on, or his hand back on. Who do you need? There we go. I don't want it like that though. So I am not having a lot of success getting this joint fully seated. Sometimes, well, you know, it's no different than a Hot Toy than any figure with a ball joint. Sometimes you feel like you got the ball joint in there and you don't have it in there all the way. There we go. Something like that. Yes. Yes, that's what I like. Yes, and then yes, and now bring it, Avengers. Yes, bring it, Avengers. That kind of thing. So that's what I have in mind. This helmet rode up a little bit. and not be a rise up T-back, you know. There we go. Put him on a stand. It's a little crotch grabber. Should help him be in place, move his little butt piece away. Let's see what that's looking like. You know, that's not terribly helpful, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, it is. There we go. And there we have it. 4 hot toys opened, unboxed for your pleasure. Let me give you a closer look. Got them turned a little bit so I can get to them. Start. Superman, you see I got the eyes lit up. That looks great. You can see all the detail in the suit and the muscles. Show you the cape. Really nice. Really nice. I wonder if I can turn those eyes off one-handed so that I can show you the head without the effect, which I'm sure is hard to see. And the camera, maybe. Got it off. All right, there we go. Kind of the demon-faced. I like that quite a bit. Here's Aquaman, Momoa. See the texture on the suit? I like that water effect. Let me see if I can show you the detail on the glove, the two-tone paint there on the trident. Here's the War Machine with a black light. All that orange will pop out. I might show you that later. Looks really good. Here you see that mechanism there. And then Big Thanos. The helmet, which is now rode down too much. With his armor and the blade. I think they look fantastic. Let's go get them in their home. We are in the toy room. So some of this is probably all kind of temporary. We got Big T up there with the Sentinel Iron Man. That's the only real high space I had available. You can look at him, compare him to unarmored Thanos. I think they're probably the same body. And then the original armored Thanos from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a much, much smaller figure. So that's where he is for now. Like I said, I've got some lighting I got to rerun. It's dark over there. You can see, I may rearrange this whole thing as I tend to do every 5 or 6 months. So that could happen. I got Aquaman in here right now with the Arkham stuff, just because that's where I had a space. He looks good. That's the BVS. I'm sorry, Man of Steel Superman. Here is the new Justice League Superman, which looks very good. So yeah, the Play Arts Kai. I think that's the BVS Play Arts Kai that's like that. Looking here, I don't think I have a single Justice League standout. That's the tactical Batman from Justice League. That's the regular Batman from Justice League. And I have that deluxe stand with one of the parademons killed. There's that Aquaman down there. So that's where the 2 DC went. And then I actually had to move around. I moved Stan Lee up here with the ladies. Old ladies Stan the Man Lee with the Black Widow collection to make room here at the War Machines. See, it's dark, but let me hit it with the black light. And you can see the effect for the neon, which I think is actually really, really cool. It looks good. Took pictures well. So you see I've got the yellow one. I don't know that, yeah, that's not going to go through the glass, and the blue one back there. All right, I need to call Mom for her birthday, and then next clip, let's head to Papa Jack's. Not Papa Jack's. Actually, Publix. Had to run into Publix. It's a medicine. I needed to get some WD-40, actually, because my office, well, my desk chair has been squeaky, and when I'm on, like, Skype calls and that type of thing, it seems like I got a lot of gas. And, you know, even if you say safety, you don't need to have gas on the Skype call. Not at work, at least. So I'm going to try to fix that. I talked to Mom. She's having a great birthday. She loved her flowers and her chocolate-covered strawberries. I'll put a picture of them here. They are what's called kaleidoscope flowers. And I think what I read is they dip the petals individually or in sections in colored water to make them absorb the water as they're growing and make it where it's like a rainbow or a kaleidoscope. I think they look really cool. So I'll see them in person tomorrow. I'll show them to you again. But I think I'm actually not going to go to Papa Jack's, shockingly enough. We've had a lot of Papa Jack's recently. I'm kind of feeling some Mexican food, so maybe fajitas or something. So I think I'm going to go get some Mexican food. Oh, hey, now I'm going to have some chips and salsa. Rub it. You can see it's just dreary here. We've had rain practically non-stop this year. I mean, that's not official because it's the 20th day of February. It's 51st day of the year. But 31 days I saw of our 51, we've had rain. It's clearly like flooding all over the place. El Centinela, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's where I'm going. Very close to the house. But it's just gray. I think somebody passed gas just then. Anyway, Mom's birthday called. Mom going to visit her. I encourage you, call your parents, call your siblings, whoever it is that you care about, that you love, and that loves you. Call them more often. And especially on their events, their birthdays, their holidays, and go see them. Do a little more of that. You see that I try really hard to be present for a lot of the events that happen in the people I care about's life, and I think that's important. Those are the things that stay with you. And I do not call my parents as much as I should. I see them a lot, but I need to call them more often. So, talking to myself too. Call your parents more often, or whoever it is that holds that role in your life. Call them more often. And now let's get some chips and dip. Well, Thursday, the $3 house margarita. I'll be having the house water. Cactus and steak. That's probably not for me. Oh, what to have? One with the chicken fajitas. What I came here for. Let's have a little chip. I think I need to kick it up. Some Valentina. Salsa picante. Put a little of that in there, huh? Oh yeah. A little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. Give it a little heat. Let's see if that gets us where we need to be. Yep. That's where we need to be. But yeah, call your loved ones more often. See them more often. And come have fajitas. Oh yes, sizzling skillet fajitas. And some of that action to put on it. And put on my little corn tortillas. Look how delicious. Just wafted in. Just wafted it. It's going, all of that's going in my mouth. Every bit. That's my technique. I get the corn tortillas. I put some rice and beans as the base layer up under there. Put some of that guac and some salsa and some salad and pico. That's the next layer. Then I just get a scoop of action, chicken and veggies, and then I dump some salsa on top. That's the way I do it with my fajitas. Let's see if it was right. It was very right. I like to do this too. Get a good scoopy chip. Just get some scoopage. Some scoopage. Really good. The thing I enjoy about fajitas is just the explosion of flavors with every bite. No dominating flavor. You've got peppers, onions, chicken, tomatoes. You got the salsa and everything in there. You got lettuce, tomato, pico de gallo, guacamole, sour cream, rice, beans, cheese. You get every bite is different. I like it. Explosion, the bouquet of delicious. We're at that sad part where I'm out of that stuff and I'm out of tortillas, and I still have a little bit left. But this is the good stuff. Sometimes like at lunch, you get lunch fajitas that just comes on a regular plate like that. That's not as good. You want the skillet, because that down there, that is delicious goodness that you can just, you could lick that thing. Might burn your tongue though. All right, friends, that was delicious. I'm gonna head home and try to fix this chair. WD-40. It's not fixed, it's just squeaks. So I'm gonna WD-40 it up. I'm gonna relax. Watch Goldberg Schooled. Probably something on Netflix, maybe. Witcher. I need to finish Witcher. I only watched 2 episodes. and relax, and then we'll pick it up again tomorrow for the final day of the video. Now, this video is already long. It's probably approaching 2 hours just in 2 days, all with me. I hope that's all right. Leave your comments either way. But we'll head to my folks' house. If I had to bet, I would bet Mom wants to go to Old MacDonald Fish Camp for her birthday dinner tomorrow. She loves that place, as do I. So we'll find out together. Talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. Actually, afternoon. I'm having a salad. I got a sack from Tommy John. I actually haven't taken a shower yet. I worked out this morning, been working, eating the salad. Need to go take a shower and get ready to head to see Mom for dinner. But I wanted to show you what's in the Tommy John sack. If you are not familiar, Tommy John is a apparel company. I wear exclusively Tommy John underwear, undershirts, socks. It's all Tommy John that I wear. It is the best I've ever encountered, especially their underwear. It's unbelievable. I also wear lounge pants, and then these are actual just t-shirts that I purchased. They had on sale that I have never, I've never worn any of their t-shirts. I'm sure they're going to be great. It's only an online brand. I think they may be in some stores in like New York, but highly recommend Tommy John. Let me show you the shirts. Yes, this pleases me very much. So they're just kind of outerwear t-shirts. Not a V-neck or a crew cut. They actually, I think they're called Moroccan. They have this little dip down in the chest, the fashionable dip down. Here's what the tag looks like in the event you ever encounter, that's their logo there. If you ever encounter Tommy John in the store, highly recommend their underclothes, socks and stuff. They're just tremendous. But I got, a few shirts that I'm excited for. All right, I gotta get ready to go. Next clip, I'll be talking to you in the car. I'm in the car, Bethlehem, I think, maybe Winder, not Athens, at a stoplight. But I'm gonna go to Drew's first. I'm gonna bring him his birthday presents. I'm running a little behind schedule, so I'll only be able to visit with him for a few minutes, try to fellowship for a little while, and then meet my folks for Mom's birthday dinner. I'm not sure if Victoria's coming, hopefully she is. So we will take this drive, got several hours, and then see how Andrew's doing. Yeah, rub it. I've entered Andrew's home. There's Gus. He's still working. He's on a call. I didn't have wrapping paper, so I've wrapped his presents in my coat. I gotta wait for him to finish his call, then we'll give him his presents. He's not working anymore. Well, he might still be working, but not for the next few minutes.
No, I'm on a little bit of a break. I'm on break.
Gus got all up in my action. The kids are home, too. Chilling. So I don't have wrapping paper, so I just wrapped it in my coat.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's his birthday. Let's see. Let me feel it.
Of course, you didn't have to do anything.
Oh, well, you don't never have to. Here's present one.
Whoa. Oh, look at that. Whose autograph is that,
That's
sir?
Mr. Amel's autograph.
Oh, that's
the man himself.
That is Arrow himself.
Yeah, with the arrow through the middle.
Oh, that's very cool, man.
And
Thank you.
And it's the one that I thought your wife would especially also appreciate.
Because he's shirtless.
The shirtless one, yeah.
The one where he does the
ladder.
Yeah, stupid workout.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Now the arrow's over.
Yeah, that's great. And once I catch up on Arrow.
Yeah, the ending was really good too. The ending was really good. So we have a theme for our not sure.
I promise I will help you with this in just a minute. Okay.
Here's your other birthday present.
Whoa! Is that Mr. Nash's autograph?
Big Daddy Cool. Yeah, with the, not that you need it, but with the certificate of authenticity. But I got it autographed myself, so.
Oh my gosh,
I am authenticating it for you on your old school style that you like.
Thank you very much.
In a ringside collectibles case.
Like I like it.
Protected.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So do you want to hear a story? Did I tell you what I wanted to do when I met Nash? Like I was like, I will go.
Pretty cool, huh?
And if I could find, and I couldn't, I looked.
Keep it in this.
Magic Mike swag is what I wanted to find.
Oh, because he was in that, right?
Yeah, he was a Magic Mike, and so I was like, what can I get there's no figure of him doing it. I'm like, I don't know what to get signed.
Like you wanted you.
I'm like, I'll be the only person there that has a
Magic Mike Elite figure.
Yeah, something. I was like, that would just be so funny to get him to sign that. So I'm in line. I'm at the front, and his actual doctor is there. Like,
okay.
Orthopedic surgeon, I think. Probably either works out of Birmingham, works out of Atlanta. So he's talking to him like he stopped signing autographs, and he's turned completely away from us. And he's talking to his doctor who stopped by. And I see he has a Magic Mike 8x10 sitting there. That? And I'm like, oh my goodness, he's just prepared for anything. And I point at it. He sees me point at it without break. And this shouldn't surprise you knowing how good Nash was.
Right.
But without breaking stride, he turned at me and goes, I got your text. I can't do the nudes, but I thought I'd have a shirtless for you here just in case. And he turned right back to his doctor and kept going.
You don't have that because it was so fast. You don't even have that on camera.
No, I wasn't. I thought I would because you're not supposed to video. Like you have to pay for the picture and pay for the audio. You're not supposed to video. You know, they'll kick you out.
Right.
If you're taking pictures and stuff, you're not supposed to.
Oh, that's funny.
No. So I did not have it on the. It's like the greatest thing I wish I would have ever had.
Man, that's pretty.
But David was right there. I have witnesses.
That's pretty sharp,
it was
too, man.
I mean, I'm pointed dead at me.
Without question.
Yeah. I did the shirtless. I can't do the nudes. Wow. Like, what a perfect quote.
That is great.
Yeah, that was fun. He was nice, man. He talked to you as long as you wanted to talk. It was a good time, yeah. Huh. Now old Nash.
Old Big Daddy.
We got, Drew's got his wrestlers over there.
I do. And,
quite a bit of wrestlers now.
Knox has taken the tiny ones there because he now has
his own fig fed.
He now has 2 rings that he can do war games with. Right, buddy?
Undisputed Era is the best. No,
you're not gonna.
The Fiend is the best. Yeah.
Well, no. Who's
Keith Lee.
Yeah,
he's the best.
Who else do you like? You like Walter, don't you?
Yeah. You go around smacking people at school like Walter. Yeah, that's good. Don't do that. Yeah.
Who else do you like? You like? You know who we'll get to see when we watch NXT this afternoon? The Velveteen Dream.
Oh, Velveteen Dream.
Who's that? Oh.
I think you should be Velveteen Dream for Halloween this year.
I don't know about that.
Oh, no. Back in the car. Just a quick visit, but it was great to see Andrew, give him his birthday presents, hang out with his kids for a bit. But now I got to go drop the car off. I'm going to get it detailed. And there, we're going to go to dinner. We found Mom. Happy birthday, Mom. We're here at Old McDonald Fish Camp again. This is twice in a couple weeks. No, I'm good. Are you going to get Old Country Bowl? Low Country Bowl, Old McDonald's Fish Camp. But you also like the shrimp here, don't you? Grits and puppies?
Grits. The best grits on the planet.
I have a little other thing for your birthday I'll give you when we get home. That's nothing major. It's the types of things you'll like. Do you like your flowers and strawberries? I can't wait to see those flowers. Have you been eating the strawberries? Yes. They're good.
They're very good.
Dad and Victoria came. Victoria, are you excited for catfish?
No.
Oh, she's not excited to see Brian.
White now.
Is that a peacock? That's a Malfoy peacock? But it doesn't have the... Which peacock has all the plumage? Is that the male or the female?
The male.
Have the plumage? Oh, look at that little baby goat right there. Look at that's a baby. All right, Low Country Boil. We've seen these last time. Oh, I think that is a peacock, right?
Yeah, peacock feather things.
What's up? Excuse me, I would like to... Can I get some food? Excuse me, I would like to... Can I have some food? No? Mom's going in. The best grits in the world, huh?
Yes.
Are they the best hush puppies in the world? You just go right to it. Do you think that whole container?
I don't think so.
That would be quite a lot of grits. There's the Low Country Bowl. You sure you don't want that?
No.
A plain burger.
I'm putting some mayonnaise and ketchup.
Oh, there's shrimp in it. No?
No.
Mom got the bowl, too. We are twinsies, aren't you? Y'all both got burgers. Yeah. We both got boils.
Yeah. Representation of how we both eat.
Oh, yes.
How we all eat.
You can see Mom playing the piano. But let me show you those flowers that we got her. These kaleidoscope, I think is what they were called, or rainbow flowers. They are so cool. So like I said, I think different segments, they can somehow put in the water that's colored and it changes the color as they grow. I think that's what I read. I think those are just absolutely beautiful. I love the way they look. I also told you Mom's gotten into sewing. This is a little dress and bloomers that she made for Shiloh that I will be bringing back to David and Megan probably this weekend. I think it's ready. She also sent one to Steve and Kristen for Lucy that they should be receiving tomorrow. So that one was, I think, black. But Mom made that all from hand. Oh, it's got a little headband too. I think they will like it. Here, so I got you this.
Aw, that's from
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
And I got you
the blue dude.
I got you this one.
What is this? Oh yeah, that's fun.
I thought you would like the frame.
Yeah, I like that. I like the frame
I
too.
did a very poor job of straightening it, so you might want to take it apart and straighten
Look,
it.
you see this, honey?
But I thought you would like it.
I do like
As
it.
your extra Christmas stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
The
That is neat.
Sheely's family tradition.
Yeah, that's cool.
You like your flowers?
You know what?
I think they're
I'm
incredible.
gonna put it in.
Victoria, do you want prizes?
Oh, sure.
Okay. How about this prize?
What?
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. Is that really for me or was that like
Oh, it's
yours?
for you.
Oh, okay, good.
This whole Lululemon bag has got prizes for you. They got their prizes. How about this prize? Most Stuffed Oreos back by popular demand.
We may have to go to the store.
To get the milk with the $2 coupon?
Yes.
Yeah, I maybe have one of those at home as well. That's a great coupon, by the way. They had them 2 for $5 at Publix. Back by popular demand. We thought those were gone forever.
Yeah.
It was a great victory when we found those last year.
Yeah.
Drew
Who were-
found
who were
them. Drew.
Yeah.
And then it was save $2 if you buy 2, and a half-gallon chocolate milk was $2. So it was free chalky milk. Chalky milk, baby Yoda. Yeah. So, all right, now you get what everyone else got. I got these for you, so you can put those up.
Aww.
And then I was telling them when Kevin Nash was talking about nudes that I thought it was silly that we keep buying pictures and we just see them whenever we choose to put them on our photo frame.
Okay.
So I went to Walgreens and printed pictures for
See that
us.
picture on?
So you got Moonshiners, and you got AJ Machalko, and you got Rocket,
Slash Kirk.
and for some reason half of Nick Zano's face, but didn't.
It's the good half. It's his good side.
You can print another one, and then when you got your thing with Dan,
Oh, that's wonderful.
so now you can put. And I thought the little pictures would fit with your display. So there you go, prizes. Everybody likes their prizes. Dal's
I like
having a
their
prize.
prizes.
Yay! Do you think those flowers are cool, Victoria?
I do. I think they're really neat.
All right. Well, it's been a
Hey, you
long.
wanna take a picture of the cherry berry things? Cherry
Yeah,
berry.
we can show them. Are they in the fridge? I thought they were probably already been eaten.
Some of them have been-
So what's your favorite prize? The Oreos?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Sherry's Berries. Oh, they're big, yeah. Interestingly enough, all of this is from 1-800-Baskets. So 1-800-Flowers must have bought Sherry's Berries and a lot of different enterprises and created 1-800-Baskets because they had a thing that was Passport, $19.99 a year, free shipping across the 1-800-Baskets enterprise. So when I went to send this, it was like, would you want to pay $24.95 to have it there on Thursday or sign up for Passport, $19.99 free shipping? I'm like, yeah. For a year, and if I never use it again, it's $5 cheaper. So Passport.
We need to get on.
And that means, and the thing about 1-800-Flowers is that's always the deterrent, is the shipping is so expensive. So now, and it's Sherry's Berries. So
that's exciting.
this video is actually already over 2 hours somehow. And all I've done is go to wrestling and open Hot Toys. And we're over 2 hours. So we're going to end it. And we're going to hang out for Mom's birthday weekend. Mom, anything to tell the good people for your at the birthday weekend?
I'm glad I was.
25th
birthdays
birthday?
are special.
They are special. You've had a good birthday?
Had a
You've had nonstop presents and visitors and greetings. That's good. Well, we love you, and Mom's going to give him a squeeze it. Give him a squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Talk to you next time.